In the last video, we talked about how to boost your energy naturally with your food choices without resorting to coffee. Today, we're talking about other ways that we can become more energized with changes in your environment, sleep, and activity tips, as well as other possible medical reasons that you're feeling exhausted all the time. Welcome to the Health How-To channel, where we talk about some great life hacks and easy tips to achieve better health. Please subscribe and share your energy boosting tips so that we can all benefit in our own personal journey to better health. Eating food is what gives our bodies energy, but there are also other simple things you can do if you find that your energy levels are lagging. Let's get right into it. Environmental changes. Get natural sunshine or sit near the window. Studies have shown that getting vitamin D from the sun's rays can combat fatigue and energize you. Spend some time outdoors in nature, like in the woods, by water, or your local community park. If you can't get outside because of the weather or you're stuck at work, consider putting a plant at your workstation to help filter toxins from stuffy air. Plants release oxygen during the day and expel carbon dioxide at night. Plants release oxygen during the day and expel carbon dioxide at night. Choose plants that have big, broad leaves like philodendrons. Research before you buy, though, because some houseplants are toxic to pets and children. Try using the cold to your advantage to give you more energy. Think cold shower, cold face cloth, or splashing cold water on your face, drinking cold water, and turning down the thermostat a few degrees to wake you up. If you're feeling sleepy at your desk or on your couch, change your environment. Get up and move to a different room. Go outside or run some errands. Of course, we can't talk about how to boost your energy without discussing how to get enough quality sleep. But I'm not going to suggest something obvious like you need to sleep more. If sleep is truly something you're struggling with, watch our video on sleep for some tips. Sleep. Make it a habit to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on the weekends. Doing so trains your body and your brain to follow a pattern where you naturally get tired at the same time every day. If you're really tired in the middle of the day, have a 20-minute power nap. You want to sleep just enough to get into the light phase of sleeping. But if you hit that REM and deep sleep stage, you'll likely wake up feeling really groggy and even more tired than before. Set a timer to be on the safe side. This can work really well if you feel sleepy on a long road trip. Pull into a safe area like a restaurant parking lot and have a quick cat nap before continuing on your journey rather than trying to power through until your destination. Know your sleepy times. Our circadian rhythm guides our energy levels and tends to drop between 2 to 5 p.m. When you know your usual energy dip time, you can proactively schedule a short, brisk walk just beforehand to boost your energy. Or try saving your favorite task or activity around that time to keep you from nodding off. Next up, what kind of changes to our daily activities will boost our overall energy? Activity. Don't underestimate how your posture affects your energy. Sit up straight. Don't make your chair too comfortable. In fact, if you're a desk worker, try to use a stand-up desk in the afternoon. Set a timer and make sure you get up every hour to change up your position. It'll be good for your productivity as well as your back and hips. Do more physical activity. Nobody is saying you have to be a marathon runner. Activity can be in the form of physical tasks like gardening, cleaning, and renovation. One study showed that a 10-minute brisk walk was able to boost energy for 2 hours. If walking was done consistently over 3 weeks, the study found it was able to increase overall energy and mood too. Another good time to go for a brisk walk is after a meal. Your body can immediately use the increased blood sugar levels after a meal to avoid that post-meal slump. Exercise can also be a great way of clearing your mind and a physical way of releasing pent-up stress. But don't do too much activity. Excessive physical activity can increase your stress hormone known as cortisol. If you're a gym fanatic and push it with more than 60 minutes of highly intense maximum cardio, your cortisol may be skyrocketing in response to the physical stress. Temper your cardio sessions with weightlifting and consider changing up the pace or your intensity. You might just be exhausting your body and it's telling you that it needs a nap to rest and repair. Check our video on cortisol for more information. Limit your device use and passive entertainment. Take an honest look at your smartphone usage. It's in the settings under well-being control. You'll see how much time you actually spend on a daily and weekly basis on your phone. You can see how much time you spend on different apps too. While you're there, change the settings to limit blue light, which can make your eyes tired and make it difficult to sleep at night. You want to be cautious about overloading your brain with too much passive entertainment like social media, video games, and TV binge watching. Finally, we come to other medical reasons as to why you may be constantly tired and lack energy. It's normal to feel tired from time to time. However, if it's been several months of feeling like you're dragging yourself out of bed and completely exhausted during the day, you should consult your doctor for further medical advice. Some common medical reasons for persistent fatigue include sleep apnea. Sleep apnea can be a very serious condition where you stop breathing several times while you're asleep. It can lead to extreme consequences like stroke, high blood pressure, heart attack, diabetes, and increased risk of car accidents. When you're struggling to breathe at night, your sleep quality is so poor and you can't get into that deep sleep stage and REM cycle. You wake up feeling like you hardly slept at all. A sleep test can help determine if your snoring is something more serious. Men and older adults tend to be more susceptible. If you've already been diagnosed with sleep apnea and prescribed a CPAP machine, you need to wear it. Work with your health professional to find a mask that is comfortable and fits you correctly. Low iron anemia. Your red blood cells need iron to carry oxygen. When you are low in iron, your bloodstream doesn't have enough oxygen, making you feel tired and out of breath. Women in their reproductive years and children who are picky eaters are more susceptible to having low iron. Animal protein like beef, chicken, and eggs are good sources of iron that your body absorbs more readily. However, you can still get your iron from plant-based sources like beans and spinach. Hormonal imbalances that affect the adrenal glands or thyroid. Your adrenal glands may be producing too much cortisol in response to chronic stress. A sluggish thyroid may be causing intense fatigue, cold sensitivity, weight gain, dull skin, and hair loss. Problems with your major organs like your heart, lung, kidney, and liver can contribute to low energy. With congestive heart failure, your heart doesn't pump as well as before, leading to swelling in your arms and legs and feeling like you can't catch your breath. Lung disorders like chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder make it hard for your blood to receive oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide, also leading to low energy and shortness of breath. Chronic fatigue syndrome. There is no defining test for chronic fatigue syndrome. Generally, the diagnosis is made if you've had extreme exhaustion, muscle pain, severe sleep disruption, and foggy thinking for more than 6 months. It's a complicated condition where doctors are unsure of the exact cause, and treatment involves managing symptoms. Some common factors include being female, recovering from a virus, a past history of physical or emotional trauma, and or having fibromyalgia. Vitamin D deficiency. People with low levels of vitamin D in their body report low energy, muscle aches, headaches, depression, and brain fogginess. People who have darker skin, live further north, or cover themselves as part of cultural practice or skin health reasons have a higher risk of low vitamin D levels. Also, as you get older, you may not be able to absorb vitamin D as well from the sun and food, and you may need to use supplements. A vitamin D deficiency can also be associated with frail and brittle bones. Vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is primarily found in animal products like meat, fish, dairy, and eggs. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you may not be getting enough vitamin B12 to support energy production. Ongoing depression, stress, and anxiety. Doesn't it always seem like stress is one of the causes for most illnesses and diseases? The idea isn't to eliminate stress completely. That's impossible. But rather to train yourself to become more resilient to stress. Let yourself feel your feelings like anger, frustration, being overwhelmed, and ultimately fear, and then let it go. Maybe you've tried your best to communicate your feelings and set boundaries for yourself. Let yourself accept that there are things that you can't change, like the past and other people's opinions and behavior. You can only change what you're doing right now. Mental exhaustion from overthinking, worrying, and repressing anger can zap you of your energy, just like physical stress can. If you have clinical depression or severe anxiety, take it seriously. Work closely with your medical team and trusted therapists so that you can feel more at peace. Dormant viruses. Certain viruses can stay quietly in your system for years, but periods of intense stress like the big five, moving, illness, divorce, death, and job loss can trigger an increased and prolonged flood of cortisol. This stress hormone can stop your immune system from working well and lead to increased inflammation and awaken viruses that have been in your system for years. Two common examples are herpes simplex virus type 1, which comes out as cold sores, as well as shingles, which initially look like pimples but bring on intense burning pain. Some people experience low energy even after recovering from shingles that may be related to increased skin sensitivity and making it difficult to sleep. Low stomach acid that causes symptoms like bloating, stomach pain, gas, diarrhea, or constipation, reflux, or heartburn. In the long term, because your food like protein is not being well digested, you can feel tired. Low stomach acid is typically seen in people above 65 years old with a history of taking stomach antacids, stomach ulcers, and stomach surgery. And finally, side effects from medications. It can be a good idea to review your medications with your doctor or pharmacist. They can make sure you're taking them correctly or suggest alternatives that won't make you tired. Common types of medications that can trigger sleepiness are allergy medications, muscle relaxants, antidepressants, opioids, and blood pressure medication. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any health how-to videos where we talk about easy ways to improve your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.